What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rugged Adventures. You may notice that we're not outdoors today. We're here in my beat laboratory where I edit the videos before they come out to you. And the thing I want to talk about today is this thing right here, and this whole situation that we've got going on with these pistol braces. There is a lot of really bad information out there regarding these things. The thing is, I want to set the record straight, sort of, on what is actually going on, what might be bad information, what might be conspiracy theory. And I just recently did the Form 1 for this, to make this a short barrel rifle, to, officially do it like the ATF says. Now, there's a lot of you guys out there that are going to be like, I would never register. Why would you do that? And, the reason is because, for one, I'm not ready for prison. It's not a thing that I want to be doing. And two, I do things like put this thing in front of this thing that I'm recording on and then put it on the internet. So there's really no plausible deniability for me. But one of the things that I've heard, and this is the main one that I've heard lots of folks talk about, is that they are going to run your background check, and if it doesn't clear the FBI background check in 90 days, and people are saying 88 days because they have to clear it out like 2 days before the deadline, that then you're going to be put on a list and everyone's going to be rounded up because everyone's going to be a felon that has one of these things. And so, if you register it, you're going to end up being a felon automatically. And that is just simply not the case, especially if you guys out there who already own some NFA items like suppressors or a short barrel rifle or machine gun of some sort. You guys probably already know this, but my source for this is my Class 3 SOT FFL, who is also my personal attorney, who is also my father-in-law. So, he has a lot of reasons for me to not want to be in jail, and wouldn't steer me wrong as far as I know. If you guys have ever filled out a Form 1 or a Form 4 for anything, especially Form 4s, I've heard that Form 1s were taking like 30 to 60 days to get back, but Form 4s especially, that's going to be for purchasing suppressors, machine guns, short barrel rifles on the internet, like ordering it, shipping it to your FFL. Then you have to wait that, it's been taking 9 to 12 to 13 months to get any of these things back. That's been the time frame for Form 4s. Now, I've heard Form 1s are quite a bit quicker, 30 to 60 days. However, with the influx of these things coming into their system, I can only imagine that it's going to take quite a bit longer to get that done. And so what folks were saying was that, when you submit this, it's definitely going to take longer than 90 days and you will end up being automatically rejected because of that. That is just not the case with Form 1s and 4s. Those do a different type of background check than a Form 4473, which is the ATF form that you all use when you purchase any other gun over the counter, be it pistol, a standard rifle, a shotgun, anything where you're transferring that item from one person to another, from one business to another, and it's not one of the NFA items. As a matter of fact, when you do a Form 1 or a Form 4, which a Form 1, if I didn't say it already, is where you actually assemble the gun. So you're going, or the suppressor, if you have a suppressor that you've made or whatever, and you want to legally register it like you're supposed to do, whether or not you all, believe in that or not, it doesn't really matter. That's the system that we have at this time. When you do that, it's different than the 4473, and on that Form 4473, which you still have to do after you have done the Form 1 or 4, there is a box to check that says that this person's already undergone a background check, and it's a different background check. I'm not sure exactly what the differences are, but the background checks for Form 1s and 4s are more in-depth than the background check for a simple 4473, which I'm sure if you guys are watching this and have purchased a gun before, are pretty much almost instantaneous background checks. And from what I've heard from other folks on the internet is that if there is some sort of an issue and it's delayed, that it's usually resolved within 1 to 3 days, and it's not that big of an issue at all. So right there, that's the biggest myth that's going on with this, is that you're going to register it, it's going to exceed the 90-day limit, in that you're automatically going to be denied, put on a list, the ATF is going to show up, shoot your dog, and and take you off to jail.
Right to jail, right away.
The second part of this puzzle with that, or this myth or whatever the people are talking about, is the actual brace itself. Folks are saying that when you're registering this, you're not registering it as a short barrel rifle, or you're registering it as some sort of special short barrel rifle, and you're actually registering the brace. And that is not true. Although this doesn't have a part number on it at all. This is not serialized. It has a patent number, but that's just a patent. There is nothing to register on this brace. You couldn't do it if you wanted to, unless they were going to have you start inscribing a serial number into this. You are registering the lower receiver. There is no area on the Form 1 to fill out for a pistol brace. You can either register it as a silencer, a machine gun, or a short barrel rifle, shotgun, or any other weapon, in which case a pistol brace does not fall into that. So there is nothing that I can see, and nothing that I had to fill out, because I literally just did this hours ago, that would prohibit this from being used as any other short barrel rifle. It is being registered as a short barrel rifle, not anything else special, not anything. So the idea that you're going to have to keep this as a pistol brace, in that it will, you couldn't put a stock on here and make it sort of a legit SBR. That is what you're registering it to be, and so that is what it will be from this point going forward. So those are the two things that I think are the biggest myths, I think, around this short barrel rifle, AR pistol type of thing. And those are the two things that I am saying that aren't true, is that you're not going to be put on a 90-day list and then it's going to expire and they're going to come get your stuff, and that you're not registering this as a legitimate short barrel rifle, that you can do anything that you really want to with it. And really, if you think about it, if you think about the competency of government and having multiple agencies work with multiple jurisdictions and do all that and put together this sort of a trap, I won't say that the government won't do that to you, because we've seen the government do a lot of shady stuff, but it really does put a lot of confidence in the government to pull off something like this. And, I don't have a whole lot of faith in our government to put something like that together. So if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down to the channel for more. Especially want to show you guys this new Hybrid 46 suppressor that I just recently also picked up after nearly a year of waiting for it via my Form 4. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.